match is the grudge match, is the final chapter.
It's definitely very crazy throughout the last 4 years playing against each other.
Now the cross out to Nor! What a save by Frey!
The first final was just a bitter pill to swallow. And it was the motivation for us in 2017.
I feel like Toronto has had the better of us the last 2 games.
Josie Altidore! That will do it!
We haven't played to our potential.
Oh, Canada, no more!
And here we go for a third time. And it's really remarkable that 2 clubs have been able to stay on top while the league is continuing to evolve.
Es difícil que se vuelva a repetir algo 3 veces.
I think it's a rivalry of ambition.
It shows that you have 2 clubs that are committed to doing everything possible to be successful.
Now we have a chance to play at home in front of our fans and take a 2-1 lead.
As fate would have it, they're the team standing in our way of lifting up another cup.
La tercera vez era para definir la historia.
Here we go again as Seattle and Toronto collide in Major League Soccer's grand finale for a 3rd time in 4 years.
I think to finally be hosting the Cup at home is massive.
It felt big. It felt like MLS Cup should feel like. It felt like a Super Bowl.
This was their chance on their home turf in front of their fans to be the pride of Seattle once again.
The amount of people and the amount of energy that was walking into the building was just unbelievable.
The opportunity to play in finals, it doesn't come around every day. You can go your whole career and never play in a final, never win anything. For our group, you know, we've played in a lot of big games and we understand how special they are.
Being consistent is hard to do in pro sports. The drive to make sure that we're always competitive, that we're always looking to win trophies, win championships, that's kind of part of the DNA of the club.
Toronto and Seattle have a big-time reputation in MLS that when the lights are bright and the game is the biggest, they perform each time.
You're always used to, when you're in Seattle, kind of the thunderclap as the teams start to walk out. This was different. There was a vibe, there was kind of a pressure inside of the stadium. Now this is going to be something to experience.
The colours vivid, the noise record-breaking, like the size of the crowd.
How do you want to establish dominance? How do you want to set the tone? A couple tough tackles. A good amount of possession. That's what we expected from Seattle. That's not what we got from Seattle in that first 45 minutes.
We had it all dialed in, and then, you know, then the game happened and Toronto happened.
It's ragged from Seattle. It's threatening from Toronto.
It's been all Toronto. Seattle is on the ropes.
Osorio.
Stefan Frey in MLS Cup. You know the story. Gotta make a save, you make a save.
Benazet.
This is the goal. This is that moment. And all of a sudden it's bop, down. If he doesn't make that save, everything changes.
It certainly kind of gave the defense a little bit more confidence at a moment in time where defensively we weren't that good.
And at that point, Alan Chapman blows his whistle to draw to a conclusion. A fascinating half. It's not been what Seattle would have intended, nor indeed hoped for.
At half-time, Brian Smetzer, a look in his eye of disbelief. He looked shocked.
Toronto's put us under some pressure. They've kept possession. We need to get the crowd more into it. We need to create more possession, more chances, and get them into it.
You know, we often talk about supporters and how they affect games.
And we always hear this idea of the 12th man of Seattle, the 12th man. What does that mean? If you don't experience, you don't know. We experienced it.
But as they came out of halftime, you could just feel that the Sounders fans knew that this was their time. And the momentum, it just shifted.
It's the Sounders 0, Toronto FC 0 in a cagey final of which Toronto have played the more threatening part to this point.
With that kind of crowd momentum, I think the team started to garner a little bit more confidence.
Ladero. Now this is Jones. And it's Rui Diaz. It's dug out for Leerdam. Kelvin Leerdam, it's an own goal!
That's football, that's soccer. You know, sometimes you just need one play to go their way.
When I think about that goal that Kelvin scored, you know, it released all the pressure.
Well, I think Toronto FC would admit at that point that they were scrambling. You know, their game plan had gone out the window.
I could see their team reeling a little bit after that first goal. And when Victor came on, that was the additional spark that we needed to really get after Toronto.
Victor Rodriguez, the former Barcelona junior.
Victor Rodriguez, we've known since he's come to Major League Soccer, has the capability of turning a game on top of his head.
No, lo que más me acuerdo de ese momento, esa semana previa, estuvimos hablando con Víctor porque ya sabíamos que él después de ese partido se volvía para España y no iba a seguir más con nosotros. Y hablamos toda la semana que teníamos que hacer un gol juntos. Creo que teníamos que terminar de una manera feliz y él se lo merecía más que nadie.
Svensson. Rodriguez. Oh, beautifully done. Smooth, sweet, guided into the bottom corner.
What a layoff from Nicholas Ladero.
When you watch that goal in slow motion, watching his face, there's a moment of concentration. There's the moment of realization, and then the elation of knowing all of that pressure, everything that's happened outside of the game, that moment, it's all completely worth it.
And maybe the clinching moment for Seattle Sounders on home turf.
Yo desde que piso el campo siempre estoy intentando marcar un gol más allá de que estemos ganando o estemos con un resultado de gran diferencia.
A guy like Raul Rui Diaz, he's an antagonistic little gnat. And the worst part about him, he never stops.
Here comes Rui Diaz through the middle to crown it for Seattle.
Creo que ese gol fue lo más lindo o fue el gol que más grité en toda mi carrera desde que estoy en Seattle, ¿no?
Pure goal scorer. And that's why he's worth every penny that Seattle paid for him.
I think Raul's goal kind of certainly made us feel at ease. But, you know, Josie's goal there at the end was just a reminder that you cannot take anything for granted. You must play the game all the way through until the referee blows the final whistle.
Altidore! It's one back. It's surely too little, too late.
And every single Toronto fan and every single Toronto player will ask themselves the question, what if?
The final moments certainly were emotional. You keep looking at the clock, you look at your watch.
Seattle about to wipe away the lingering pain of defeat in Toronto 2 years ago. So many of those players on duty again today. And here's Ladero. And the referee decides that enough is enough. That is the sound of the Seattle Sounders' success. They have climbed the mountain and now are masters of all that they survey.
It feels pretty surreal. When I reflect back on my career, I'm going, man, I'm pretty fortunate. I'm pretty lucky.
Se hizo algo diferente porque era el momento que teníamos para hacer historia, jugar enfrente de nuestra gente y la verdad que fue increíble. Nos dio mucha confianza y por suerte pudimos levantar la copa con todos ellos.
A classic day in Cascadia. A thunderous atmosphere as Nicholas Ladero leads the celebrations for the Seattle Sounders.
I think they had great pride, Toronto FC, to make the final. They have that one star over their badge, but they feel like they should have more.
Seattle and Toronto, these two teams set the bar. And the bar is set by ambition, and that is the new MLS. You have to build a club, a squad, a group that is bigger than 1, 2, 3 players. From the top down, both these clubs did it the right way, and they reaped the rewards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Toronto FC and Seattle Sounders in many MLS Cups to come. They are teams that spend money. And we're seeing in Major League Soccer, you've got to get difference makers on the field. And Toronto FC and Seattle Sounders have many of them.
There's something to be said for that big game experience. And I don't think any of us are ever going to say that, yeah, I don't think Toronto goes through, or I don't think Seattle gets through this round, because they've proven all of us wrong.